Wills was amazing. It's hard to narrow it down to just a few things. So I'll speak as far as my role as missions pastor and what I get to do here. I've always had a really high degree of confidence and trust in our missionaries and our mission partners, and we have amazing partnerships. And so, but to get to see that firsthand is always just a lot of fun, and it just like increases the connection and that partnership that we have with them. And so the work that Ryan and Angela are doing in Wales, South Wales, and particularly connecting with the churches, everything from Pentecostal churches to Anglican churches and everything in between, is really incredible. And God is on the move in Wales, and it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to get to be a part of it for just a few days. I had been carrying some baggage that I hadn't really realized that I was carrying. And we had an opportunity early on the trip. As a matter of fact, the first night maybe we were there, Ryan and Angela just had a time of praying over us and calling some things out. And the team had an opportunity to do that for one another and to just gather around and pray for one another. And that really set the tone for the trip, set us up to, I think, be much more effective than we might have been otherwise. And so then the next day, I believe it was, we had an opportunity. We were still kind of getting over jet lag and travel fatigue. We went to this beautiful place, Dunraven Cliffs, and I was kind of having myself a little pity party and feeling sorry for myself. And so we had done some stuff together as a group, and I'm like, I'm just going to walk back down to the beach. And God just really spoke to me, not audibly, but just like, okay, are you ready to dig in and do some work? And let go of some stuff that you are carrying that it's not yours to carry. And I just walked on this beach, and I found this rock that I ended up sitting on, and I'm just bawling. And but it was really beautiful, and I'm really thankful that happened at the beginning of the trip, because then it set me up to just be like, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. It's yours, God. You've got it. And freed me to just do ministry and serve with this amazing team and these missionaries and the churches they're working with in a really powerful way. A few things just from the trip that stood out as far as ministry. I was really struck by this idea of people over program. Everywhere we went, we started with a cup of tea and a biscuit or a toast or whatever it might be. But we didn't start anything without this time of fellowship and just sharing life together. And sometimes that meant what we thought our plans were, took on a new life. And we didn't necessarily do what we thought we were going to do, because God had something different in mind. And so that is something that I'm not good at, because I'm a checklist person and there's always 100 things to do, but it's something that I really want to lean into, and that I think God is really trying to grow and stretch me in, as like, the person is more important. You're more important to me, and these are my people. And so I want to figure out how to do that better in whether it's here at church, whether it's in my personal life, my family, interactions I have at the grocery store. I want to lean into that. And so I'm excited about that. I got to see prayer in a really different way there. And I don't know, there was something really special about that. I sometimes feel like I have these nice little sterile prayers that, check off the things, but just talking to my Father and being in relationship and asking and believing we got to experience some really cool prayer moments that, again, still kind of unpacking and how God is going to stretch me in that. But I'm excited, and I've already seen when people are like, hey, could you pray for this? Well, yeah, let's pray now, not let's wait. Or yeah, I'll pray for that later. No, let's pray for it now. And yeah, God just wants to hear from us. We had a cool opportunity as a team. We went to this beautiful restaurant dinner. We were able to take Ryan and Angela, our missionaries, and the team, and it was just kind of a nice time to gather at this really beautiful place. They gave us a private dining room, and we got to enjoy this wonderful meal. Well, this young gal who kind of took over for our waitress, we got to strike up a conversation with her, and she is looking at coming to Boise State for an international exchange program. And it was just one of those like, okay, God, like you are too cool. And so exactly, I was like, well, we're from Boise. And so I'm really, we're praying for her. Her name is Emily. Y'all can be joining us in praying for her, and that God would just move everything and get it in place. But yeah, we were like, you got 9 friends when you come to Boise, and a whole bunch of moms that will take care of you. But so that was just a really cool, like, really, we're in South Wales at this restaurant, and she wasn't even our server at the beginning. She just tapped in for the gal who had to leave. And so it just was a fun moment. We had the opportunity to meet Pastor Dave and Ruth. All of the pastors that we interacted with were amazing, but Dave and Ruth, they're at a little church called River Church in Boxwood, possibly is the name of the village, but they came up with River Church because they kind of sit at the end of where this river flows. Well, they're in the process of planting a church. They have felt called to go to this community called Tredegar, which is about 15 miles from where they're at, which actually sits at kind of the top point of where this river is at. It's a place that's been really full of darkness and a lot of spiritual warfare. But they are like, we don't really know how, we don't really have the money, but we have the people, and we have people that want to go and are capable of going. And it just took me back to so many years ago when we started kind of on our adventure of church planting and church multiplication. And so to get to be there and prayer walk in this community and to pray with these folks, and I can so see this church in this community. And so for God to allow us to be there and get to see that was really cool and really special. And I'm so excited. And I can't wait till the next time I go to Wales, because I believe there will be a church in Tredegar that we will get to go visit. God revealed to me that He cares so much about every detail and every person, and He cares about me. And from having to have some uncomfortable moments with God at the beginning of the trip to lay down some hard stuff, to getting to meet a young gal who's looking at coming to Boise State, and all the people that we interacted with. God cares about people so much, and He loves me,